Anil Gupta, the CMD, is joining us on the show to talk to us about just that. Hi, Mr. Gupta. Good to be speaking with you. Thanks so much for making time. First up, wishing you the best in 2025. But talk to us about your revenue and the margin guidance. 16 to 17% in terms of top line and 10-11% in terms of margin is what you had guided for. On track or looking at bettering that?
We are on track and will be able to maintain the top line as well as the margins as guided earlier.
Hi Anil, this is Shrishti also joining in. Very good morning. But Anil, while you still stick to your revenue as well as margin guidance, that's good to hear. But overall, how do you see the environment boarding up for the whole sector? Because there has been some bit of a slowdown, what we are seeing in the capex spending specifically by the government itself. So any impact that you are seeing from the spendings from the government side, and how is the private capex boarding for you?
In the energy sector, we have not seen any slowdown, because it is not led by only the government spending, but it is mostly led by government as well as private spending, especially by the solar developers, solar energy projects, and data centers, new industries coming up, and especially the transmission and distribution sector has been strong. A lot of distribution companies are now privatized all over the country, and even in the government sector, the distribution companies are executing RDSS projects, so which are having substantial portion of cables which needs to be undergrounded. So overall, and even the real estate sector is stable and doing well. So overall, what you are talking about, the slowdown, I think is mostly in the civil side, especially in the roads or maybe the railways or some other construction sectors. But in the energy sectors, it is not the case. Renewables are definitely leading the show.
I want to talk about some of the other business developments as well, Anil. And, you had acquired some land parcel in Baroda for future projects. Help us understand, why Baroda, what's the strategic importance of this location, and what sort of potential growth opportunities could actually unlock?
We are executing a large capex, a large project at Sanand near Ahmedabad. And the purpose of selecting this location was going near to the port. Our focus is, to increase our exports substantially and to improve the logistic advantage. We wanted to go nearer to within 300 kilometers to the ports like Mundra or Kandla or even JNPT also. So these locations are always also closer to the sourcing of raw materials, especially the copper is coming and the polymers are coming from Gujarat, from Reliance as well as Hindalco. And even when we do the imports, like especially the duty-free imports, our inward transportation cost is lower.
So at least the connectivity gets better. But Mr. Gupta, help me understand how's the entire pricing environment right now, because the raw material prices have been fairly volatile. What are you doing around it? Have you been able to pass on the prices in terms of price hike? And overall, how's the competitive intensity?
Definitely, we are able to pass on the raw material fluctuations to the customers on month-on-month basis. And so far as retail is concerned, we review the pricing around every 15 days and take the decisions of lowering or upping the prices every 15 days. And so far as projects are concerned, we are always carrying inventories with respect to the order book. So we have not seen much of the margin erosion due to raw material fluctuations on the cable side.
Market share, because competitive intensity seems to be increasing. A lot of unorganized players are getting into the organized one. What's been the market share movement like in the last few months for you?
See, I don't have the exact data about the market share, but we are growing. So it means that we are growing more than the total market is growing. So far as competitive intensity is concerned, I don't think that any significant player is added in this sector in last several years. Of course, the existing players are increasing their capacities, but only with respect to their sizes.
I just wanted to circle back to the point where you were highlighting that the renewable energy sector is getting the most push right now, and even the government spending is seen right there. So help us understand that going ahead in 2025, how do you see such initiatives like PM Surya Ghar Yojana as well as some of the green projects give a push to KEI's product? How is the order inflow looking like to you, as well as any changes in the revenue mix that you're foreseeing?
I think this Surya Roshni Yojana may not be of that significance so far as cables are concerned. It is mostly the substantial increase in the capacities put up by the solar developers in executing solar power projects, wind power projects, battery storage projects, and now pump storage projects has been initiated, which will come up in next 2 to 3 years. So these projects in the renewable side will be driving the cable demand and the wires demand. Secondly, on the other side, the data centers can be a big push where the substantial investments are coming. And we hope that, even the industrial sector will substantially come up in investments, private investments, due to these PLI factors and, everybody's capacities are now getting saturated. So everyone needs to increase the capacities.
And what is that?
And also the exports, which we are eyeing a substantial growth in the exports in the coming 2 years as soon as our capacities are on board.
So what does that translate to, Anil, when it comes to your total order book and, of course, order pipeline as well? And if you could highlight what segment you think is going to be contributing maximum to it?
Definitely, energy segment will be contributing, especially the power generation, transmission and distribution, and data centers. And growth will be substantial. I mean, as we have guided earlier, I don't want to speak much on because the silent period is starting. But we are on track in terms of our capacity building, our sales revenue growth, and our margins protection.
You can't divulge the details, but it's heading in the right direction. We'll take that for now. Thanks, Mr. Gupta, for making time and speaking with us. That's the management of KEI, expecting order inflow, especially from the energy sector, to move up from here on.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.